incoming governor of Edo State is coming. That's Barrister Olumide Akpata, the next governor of Edo State. And of course, he's been accompanied by his running mate, Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri. They are both very learned colleagues. And God willing, they become the governor and the deputy governor respectively. This will be the richest ticket in government house. First, Olumide Akpata, and of course, Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri, SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Yes, the governor in waiting and his running mate. The governor in waiting and his deputy. Incoming governor Olumide Akpata. And of course, incoming deputy governor Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri, SAN. Your Excellency. Please, let's keep clapping, man. Thank you so very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, DJ. Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. We will have to do some of these things again, though prayer has not been too many. So I'm going to quickly call, now that Your Excellency is here, I'm going to quickly call on our sister Irene to come and lead us in that very short opening prayer. And of course, we need to pray for our Excellency so that the way will be clearer. God bless you, my sister.
Good evening, everyone, again. Hallelujah. Shall we stand? Hallelujah. Lord, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for this time. Thank you for your presence. Spirit of the living God, we invite you and we ask that you have your way in this place today. We ask for utterance for Olumide.
Have a vision. He's the only one, actually. I spoke to the others. He's the only one that has a vision for Edo State. To bring the people back into politics, into the center of governance, so that when policies are made, it is about the people. Healthcare affordable, agricultural revolution to employ hundreds of thousands of people, Edo indigenes. And most importantly, security, employing technology to safeguard the state and the people within it, which is supposed to be the primary job of the governor. So I thank you guys. Now give me time. I must have the politician now. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been a great pleasure. Thank you.
We had to do that because we haven't got much time. This program is at the instance of His Excellency Barrister Olumide Akpata OVCCC. You know, when I don't say we hear once another, they will say Pata in this election. Pata. Everybody say Pata na Akpata. The reason why I said that is this: if you look at Edo State today, you see the madness between APC and PDP. It goes to tell you that these guys don't have any of us at heart. Everybody you see supporting APC is doing so because of some personal interest. What he wants to get for himself, not in the interest of Edo State people. Anybody supporting PDP is the same thing. That's why they are fighting. That's why they are buying guns everywhere. They are disturbing the peace of Edo State. So when he said that Akpata is bringing infrastructure, is doing this, doing that, people we would say that we've heard all this before. Let me add to it. What Akpata may not talk about, that some of us know, is that when Akpata is elected governor, you will be sure that he's not going to have a godfather. He's going to deal directly with Edo State people. And he will appreciate that it is Edo State people that made him the governor of Edo State, not some godfathers. And that is very key, because if you do not get your democracy right, you cannot get governance right. And that is why Takomis will say, before every few words, he doesn't have any manifesto, he will say, my leader, Dr. Somole, has said this. When he was asked, will you bring electricity to Edo State? How would you do it? He said, my leader and my father, Tinubu, will bring electricity to Edo State because he hasn't got a manifesto. So they want to ride on the backs of these same leaders that have been there before some of us were born. And they are still there. And yet we have not seen improvement in Edo State. That is the difference Akpata is going to bring. And a lot more. More than that, when Akpata is elected, I can tell you this for free, we can see it. He will be the only governor elected, as we look at all of them right now, that will bring peace to Edo State. How? He's the only man that will be elected, and APC will be at home with him. PDP will be at home with him. If APC is elected, we are still going to have fights in Edo State every day. If PDP is, we are still going to continue to have fights in Edo State. So we have so much to gain having Olumide Akpata as the governor of Edo State. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, can we just stand up with an ovation to, as I welcome on stage, the next governor of Edo State. I call him the big governor, Olumide. That is incoming governor Olumide
Choose your time. Olumide Akpata, yes, we did like this and right. Edo people, I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my time to you, my people. Even if the road is rough, I know mine. Cause together we shall stand.
Please sit down. Please sit down. Here we see. Thank you all. Forgive me if I lapse into Benin language now and again. I recognize that not all of us are Benin speaking, but a lot of us are from Edo State. Many are from Delta who are here in solidarity. In fact, one told me today, and I agreed with him, that he believes that I will be a Bendel governor. And how can I not be a Bendel governor? I grew up in Bedere, and if they can revert to the old national anthem, who says they cannot revert to Bedere? So we keep our fingers crossed. I greet all of you. I say good evening to everyone here. I want to thank everybody who is still here. All of you who are, some have come from outside of Manchester. Mr. Obasoge is here from Coventry. Some are from London, some are here from Manchester. We'll try and make this quick so that those who need to go or can go. But please bear with us. We are here because we think it's important for us to reach out to our kith and kin in the diaspora to say to you that please do not stand aside as onlookers in the contest that is before us. Please take more than a passing interest in the goings on in Edo State. If you are from Edo, please reach out to your people at home and let them take more than a passing interest in the elections. If you are not from Edo, you have within your sphere of influence Edo people who are voters who you can reach out to. It's very important because where we are now is a really, really very precarious situation that we are confronted with. This, which is why it's important for us. We came out yesterday. We did a meeting in London. We're here in Manchester today. We're in Rome tomorrow evening. We're in Antwerp on Tuesday, I believe. At some point later next month, we're going to the States to reach our people. Some of my friends called me and said, "Which kind of work be all this one? What do you consider London with a do election? We know you to be a bit more considered. Why they do this kind of thing?" I said, no. You get why. You see rabbits, they run for afternoon like that. And something they pursue them or they pursue something. So most people don't know how influential our diaspora community have become. We're working on this. We're working on it. It's on the way to America. It's either on our way out or on our way back. I have to come to Berlin. That's the city of my birth. I was born there. So I have to go back to Berlin. I was telling my cousin, I said, ich bin ein Berliner. So I have to come and see our people. And I've been missing Bratwurst and Bockwurst anyway. But I was saying that people don't recognize how influential our diaspora community have become. And for good reason. And it's important that we work with the diaspora community to move the needle, to get our people to understand that this matter is in our hands. And if I may not be able to influence them, our mama at home, her son in Stuttgart may be able to explain it better to her. Her daughter in Philadelphia may be able to explain it better to her. And it's a reality. Those closest to you are in a better position to get your attention. So we have to come. And those of you, many of you may have participated in online webinars and online conversations that I have had across platforms. So it's not as if we're just rushing to get on a plane. We have been engaging with our diaspora community for months. But we thought, okay, we can spare this 1 week. Let's come and sit down with our people here to let them understand the situation that we are in. Before I proceed, let me especially recognize, even though he has held the microphone already, Prince Egbe Omorion, who is here with us, my brother. And seated next to him is Mr. Efosa Ogerahi, who is my brother, and also my colleague, my learned colleague, a lawyer who practices in Germany. I mentioned them specifically because both gentlemen were aspirants just like myself when we were running for the ticket of the Labour Party. And they both decided to step down on their own ambition and their respective pursuits and to support me. And I want to place on record that support, that support has endured all the way till today. I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I tend to want to do things my own way, like what is the name of our singer? Frank Sinatra. So sometimes it's difficult to explain that. I lost my mother when I was 32 years. And they go, they come. Okay, sir. Where's it? Save Johnny here. 32 years I've been on my own, essentially. Doing my own thing, trying to, find my way. For 32 years. And so when you're that way, it's very difficult to learn new things. You've always taken your own steps, and so what I find is that Prince Omorion and Mr. Ogerahi have had to be explaining on my behalf to many who don't understand that it doesn't mean any harm or say he's okay, he's an okay guy. Because how many phones can I pick up? How many people can I call and explain that? So I'm very grateful to the both of you for standing in the gap. Time will eventually tell, and I'm sure that our colleagues will know that I mean well. It's not easy to teach an old dog new tricks. But we'll keep on learning. So I just wanted you all to please applaud them again because they have been extremely... I am Olumide Osaibovo Akpata, and I'm the Labour Party candidate for the Edo State gubernatorial elections coming up on the 21st of September 2024. And seated behind me is Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who is the Deputy Governor candidate. We have both come to present ourselves to our kith and kin, Edo indigenes in the diaspora, and friends and well-wishers of Edo State. to say that we are the candidates. We don't think any other party has a better combination. I've been a lawyer for 31 years. He has been a lawyer for 30 years. I'm the immediate past president of the Nigerian Bar Association. He's a senior advocate of Nigeria. I'm a Christian. He's a Muslim. He's a chief of the Sacred Auchi Kingdom. He's a prince of the Sacred Auchi Kingdom. Is that Jacob Obi? Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Good to see you. That's Jacob used to work in my firm at Templars in Lagos. Round of applause for him. And he sent me a message and he said that Jacob said he's my professional son, and he's from Cross River, and we work very closely together in the firm. But he lives here now in England. Good to see you. Good to see you. I brought you here too. Welcome, welcome. I will come around and take a picture. Thank you. He's part of the very expansive Templars alumni. Thank you. And he's a prince of the Auchi Kingdom. Both of us have combined between us 61 years of legal experience. Right? And we're both proud products of the University of Benin. Great Unibear. Great Unibear. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest. Great. I don't know what the worry is, sir. If the does go do party for party that time now, so why is it like that? I will say because you for Ekpoma anyway. We'll speak to the issue of Ekpoma and what has become of our school, our iconic school. You know, and so we present a formidable team. But beyond that, we are outsiders. As Prince Omoridion has said, or was it our MC? I have no godfather. Neither does he. There are no strings attached to us. Nobody is pulling the strings from behind. We don't cut rope since, not be today. We don't cut rope since. You know, we don't agree for anybody. So, in fact, when I was president of the Nigerian Bar Association, that was the same problem. They didn't want me to be president. I don't cut rope since. God is my father. End of story. You know, and all ideas are welcome. Put the ideas on the table. They will be stress tested. They will be stress tested. And then the best idea will prevail. So we have come to present ourselves to you because this is a watershed moment for Edo State. This is a watershed moment for Nigeria. Edo State is the heartbeat of Nigeria. Once we can get it right in Edo, Nigeria is on the course for self-correction or course correction. I think it's important that we take an interest in this election. I think it's important that we speak to our people at home and let them do the right thing because it is in the hands of the people for us to turn the tide. 25 years, two political parties have been running the affairs of Nigeria and Edo State, PDP and APC. 25 years. Every Peking when go school must come back with a report card. Don't be so. What do they have to show for it? People say, I'm always bashing them. I say, before Uncle, there must be a reference point. I speak to you about issues that we will do in governance as against what they have not done. So it's not about, people say, Olu, make it an issues-based campaign. You know, many professors did this politics when we did. Say, make it an issues-based campaign. I say, is it not an issue that education is in such bad shape in Edo State? Is it not an issue that we cannot boast of good roads in Edo State? Is it not an issue that healthcare remains a challenge? So what do you mean issues-based campaign? If you have done well, even the mountains will sing your praise. They're not they tell deaf and dumb, say market don't close. Now they tell Siam. It is clear that government in Edo has been suboptimal, below par. 25 years, if you check their report card, now electricity, now road, healthcare, now food, Gary is 90,000 naira a bag right now in Nigeria. Now, any index of human development, check and see. They perform poorly. On the other hand, Labour Party, if you look in our logo, you will see Papa, Mama, Pikin. Because for us, we are people-centric, people-focused, people-oriented. Our programs are people-impacting. 25 years, they have nothing to show. Meanwhile, Edo earns 16 billion naira a month. Edo is owing about 600 billion. Like I said yesterday, to say I see what they use the money do. It will not pay me. But I don't use torchlight, go around. I can't see, there's nothing to show. You know? Elena said, if you resume your seat, microphone will reach around just now. So maybe you're ready or not, let me go talk. So there's nothing to show. Meanwhile, in Abia State, which is the only state that is run by Labour Party, in only 1 year that we have been in office there, there's electricity in Aba 24/7. Yes. There's electricity in Aba 24/7. Area international market, that market that everybody goes to in Aba, that has almost become non-existent, has been resuscitated in just 1 year. Because everybody, any idiot will know that that market, the economy of that city and state is dependent on the market. And Alex Oti, our governor, has resuscitated the market. Right now, he brought out 1 billion naira from Abia State coffers, offered it to market women, traders, artisans to come and take loans, interest-free. Interest-free. Because they recognize that our banking system is not small business friendly. So the state government has to step in the gap to help our people. People. Because it's about the people. I said yesterday that the classic definition of democracy has people mentioned 3 times. It is no coincidence. It is no accident. Because democracy and governance is about people. They are supposed to be the beneficiaries of government policy and programs. But what we have in Nigeria is that it is anything but for the people. It is for those of them who are in government, for their families and their friends. That is what that's how the wrong government. But it is in our hands to change. This election cycle presents us with yet another opportunity to turn the tide. Our PVC in our hands is the power we have. Those of us who are in the diaspora who cannot vote, and by the way, you have my commitment that as governor, we will work hard to ensure that diaspora voting is put in our constitution so that our people can express their will even from thousands of miles away from home. But those who can vote, who are within or under your influence, please reach out to them. Because as we have said, the difference is clear. Now 7 up. The difference is clear. 25 years of nothingness. 25 years of retrogression. Indeed, when I don't say these 2 parties, they are essentially the same. You know, PDP, APC, 2 sides of a very bad coin. That's what the PDP go pass the ball to APC, APC go trap am, turn am like this, pass am to PDP again, PDP go head and down. And you know, say, now we be the ball, oh. The people are now we that they used to play ball. And like I said to another audience, I said that now even monkey post, no, it not be better ball. Now monkey post that they use us play, not be standard pitch. But never again, is what we have said to ourselves. Never again will we allow ourselves to be so traumatized by a group of people who we give power. So that is why we are here. Because if we don't do something about it now, we are at a very precarious point. We might get to the point of no return. Sometimes I have a very depressing feeling that we're probably there. But we have to keep on trying. We have to keep on trying. Gari is 90,000. So there is, apart from your regular inflation, there is food inflation in Nigeria. The average man cannot eat. Hunger has become our reality.
in Nigeria. And it's a failure of governance. Our agricultural sector is underperforming because in Edo State, for example, government is not working with the farmers. There's no security for them. There's no fertilizer, no pesticide, no farming implements, no soft loans to be able to get their soil, to work the soil. Our plan in Labour Party is to work with the farmers and ensure that government is an off-taker. So when they produce, government buys. When they produce, government buys. And government does two things, one of two things. Set up production facility with private sector operators. And you store and you sell, like our produce boards of those days. Or you set up agro-allied processing industries around your farm settlements. So the guy who plants tomatoes, you make tomato puree. And the pineapple farmer, you make pineapple juice, and so on and so forth. In that way, you feed yourselves, one. Two, you improve the budget or the economy of the farmer. Three, you have jobs. Jobs, which is most critical. I see my friend Dr. Ore Taluku. He lives here in Manchester. But he's involved in agriculture. We have been friends since we were kids. And one day he called me and said, something did this thing, no? I said, he said, listen to me, what in my eye don't see. What agriculture can do. This is my brother. He called me. He said, what agriculture can do. He said, if you get this governor, look into this. So our governments are sleeping on such a potential for turning around the lives of our people. Healthcare. Again, he's a medical doctor too, so he can speak to both issues. Healthcare. We have 192 wards in Edo State. It is our intention to put a primary healthcare center in every of those wards. Health is a human right. My friends who are close to me know what I have been through in my life as far as health challenges is concerned. I'm standing before you today because I had access to jurisdictions that take their people seriously. And they give you health care, they give you health insurance. My friends are here, they know. I'm alive today because of a system that works. It was not a Nigerian system, I assure you. So those who are in Nigeria, is luck of the draw, Russian roulette. Kalo. If it be, if it not be. Now God hand we day. Ultimately, now God hand we day. But God don't put some things in our hands. So, I believe that every Edo indigene should be able to access that kind of quality of health care. And a lot of our ailments, you can find them at the primary health care level. So let's deal with that. Let us work on primary health care. And then, of course, look at our hospitals, the secondary, and then, of course, ultimately the tertiary institutions. You can be sure that we are going to do that. The current government pulled down a hospital to build a museum. They knocked down a hospital to build a museum. Total misplacement of priorities. It just tell you where their mind is for the matter. Because I've gone around and I've seen that our health care situation in Edo is atrocious and is unacceptable to Labour Party. And we're going to change that. I can speak sector to sector, but I know that time will not permit. Roads. In Edo State, you see signboards that say, please bear with us, this is a federal road. In Edo State, we will not make excuses when it comes to roads. We will fix roads. Local government, or whether there's any local government road, state road, federal, we will repair them. The people must move. They can't move if the roads are not good. I have traversed 18 local governments, the deputy governor candidate and myself. I did that 3 times when I was running for the ticket of the party. I've done it once already as candidates. We're going to go 2 more times. We have seen at very close quarters the reality in Edo State. I will share, those of you who leave your numbers, I'll send you our documentary of our first tour. Igwabazua has been a local government headquarters for as long as I can remember. I was born to meet it as such. There is no government presence. They don't even have a bank. No government institution in Igobazua. Abudu. We don't hear Abudu since we will be small picking. No electricity for 10 years. Uronigbe. No electricity for 10 years. Igara, largest local government in Nigeria. Same local government since 1963 when it was created. Has not been subdivided. Same landmass. One government hospital, one doctor. In the whole of Igara. And you will think that Edo Central is faring better. You know, when we say, oh, it's an agenda, I say, development knows no tribe. Development knows no tribe. Eastern Central has produced 3 federal ministers of works. Uromi intercity roads in bad shape. So we are here to change that narrative. Because we are here for the people. We are here to ensure that we will fix the roads. Peter Obi did it in Anambra. Alex Oti is doing it in Abia. We can do it in Edo. Why we are out here is to say there's a clear-cut difference between the status quo and what can be. It just needs the people to tip the scale. Not to get too despondent, because there's a lot to cause or bring about despondency. But for them to believe again, it's only under 60 days, 54 or 55 days to the elections. We can get our people to come out, because it's the people that will propel us into government house. Get our people to come out and vote. And we will also stand and ensure that the votes are protected. The votes will be counted and the votes will be made to count. The people too must stay back. We must make sure that we wait until the final tally and when the results are announced, so that the mistakes of the past we don't make them again. Translation: stone when they see from far, not the blind person eye. So we see their part 1. They catch you mugu once, not bad. The second mugu will be the problem. So as they don't do them before, we're not going to let them do them again. They're trying for Abia, it not work. Abia, the votes were counted and Alex Oti was declared governor. The votes will be counted in the elections in Edo State, and Labour Party will emerge victorious. I have a lot more to talk about, but I recognize that time is not our friend. People want to catch trains. Again, please accept our apology. We didn't get the timing right today. We will do better next time. But I thank all of you who have come out. People talk to people and people understand. You have people in Edo. You have your class, your secondary school platforms. You have your university platforms. You have your diaspora communities where Edo people are involved. Many are sitting on the fence. Many are confused. Many have been serially betrayed. Their trust serially betrayed. So they have become reluctant participants in the process. We must try very hard to bring them back into the fray. Because not to do otherwise is to give up. And that is not our portion. We must not give up. We must move on. I thank you very much. I will yield now to our master of ceremony. And I wish you all well, even as you go back. Or here we say, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are going to go into a Q&A session. I know that a couple of persons, they have questions to ask. But before we go into the Q&A session, DJ, who's your guy, please? Who's your guy? Just for 3 minutes, if possible. I like the song. Come on. Who's your guy? Who's your guy? Thank you very much, guys. But just before we go into the Q&A, I just want to pass the mic to the incoming deputy governor of Edo State. Please, with a rising ovation, please. Let's clap for this man. Talking of none other but Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri SAN. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My dear people, please get seated. I greet you all, and I want to add my voice to apologizing for our delay in arriving here. And as my principal said, it's not deliberate, but due to circumstances beyond our control. And for those who have been very resilient and have been able to wait to this time, I thank you all. And even for those who could not wait, that had to leave, for one reason or the other, I thank them all. And well, what more do I have to say? My principal has spoken, except to appeal to you all, because we recognize the very important role of every one of you, our brothers and sisters in diaspora, and how influential you all are in shaping opinions in our communities. Every one of you here present, by all standards, you are all leaders of thought and influencers. And you can, of course, speak with one way or the other your brothers, sisters, friends, kinsmen, fathers, mothers, grandparents, siblings, cousins, primary school peers, secondary school peers, university peers, or community peers, and tell them this is the right way to go. We need not overemphasize the challenges pervading our state. Yes, Nigeria has its own challenges as a country. We must all be interested in what is going on in our country, in our homelands. But above all, for now, the election in focus is that of Edo State, coming up on the 21st of September, 2024. And for us, it's a call for a referendum between light and darkness, between life and death for our people. We cannot continue languishing in pain and anguish. It's high time we change the narratives, because the suffering is becoming unbearable for our people. You see, a matter that made us to leave our comfort zone. My principal, Olumide Akpata, is a very successful corporate lawyer. His law firm, Templars, is one of the largest law firms in Nigeria, in fact, in West Africa, with over 120 lawyers and over 250 support staff. I am also a very successful lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria. My law firm, Jackson, in which I'm a senior partner, we have over 100 lawyers and over 200 support staff. Our firms are among the biggest law firms in West Africa. So it's not about looking for what to eat. But you see, a man gets to a stage in life, you tell yourself, you know what? Because no matter how comfortable you are, if your people are not happy, if you continue to die in penury, in hunger, in poverty, then you are nobody. Every day you wake up, you receive hundreds of messages, calls. People needing help. In our private ways, we keep solving people's problems. Basic food, people cannot afford. Basic medical care, people cannot afford. Our people are almost getting to a stage of hopelessness, disillusionment. Not because there can be no solution, but because those that have been entrusted with the management of their affairs do not care. They rather roll it down and don't care what people are going through. Now, for the Edo State election, there's a solution in sight to change the narratives for Edo State. At least, if we can start with the subnationals. And the only political party that has the people with the mindset, with the consciousness, with the human feeling to do well for the overall benefit of the citizens is the party we are patient with. Truth be told, Labour Party. And I implore you all to please add your voices, add your hands, add your power, press all your influential buttons to move things in the right direction for us to chase out those that have run us down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
We just rise up for His Excellency Alhaji Yusuf Asama Kadiri. Thank you very much, sir. And by the grace of God, hopefully by this time next year, we start planning how either yourself or the governor will come and visit Nigerians, mostly Edo State people in Manchester. Then you will be rightly addressed as the Deputy Governor of Edo State and, of course, His Excellency the Governor of Edo State. Yes, we are still very much here, but we're not going to take too much of your time anymore. We're just going straight into Q&A. Do we have questions? If you do, just kindly indicate by raising your hand. You do.
Thank you. I must appreciate and condemn them for taking people who are in diaspora, for recognizing us that we are important and we could also influence people back home. And I also want to commend them for showing that they are humble, for apologizing. I thought they would not apologize for keeping us waiting, but that was a very good thing for them. Very unlike a Nigerian politician. We know Nigerian politicians, they don't do that. But for them to have done that, thank you for that. And like I was discussing with that man over there, I said, I didn't come here to come and clap for you. Because you only clap for people who have done their job. They are here to seek our votes and our help. So why are we clapping? So that's why I didn't put on this, so that I don't want to be part of sycophants. I just want to say the truth. That's the kind of person. I'm so sad about the situation of our country, and we can feel that. So my questions are these. Sir, recently there's a court judgment where the federal government took the states to court about the local government autonomy. And we know that without a functional local government, there won't be any meaningful development in any states. As a year we discussed, Manchester Council are doing. I don't need the MP. I don't need them. I don't need to go to London. They are doing all the advocates here. We get access to everything because our councils are working. So, what is your stand on local governments? Are you going to grant? Are you going to allow them to function properly? Then the fact will go directly to them. Then secondly, a senator just decamped from Labour Party, from Imo State, from Labour Party to APC just last week or 2 weeks. Eventually, Matsa, which you would, by God's grace, would you decamp? Would you leave Labour Party to either of the party you have condemned strongly? So those are the two questions.
Two questions. Please, any other question? So I will just group them together.
His Excellency, I will say His Excellency, sir, or protocol duly observed. I have followed His Excellency for a long time, so I don't have any question for him. My question goes to the chairman of Labour in UK. Sir, there's this saying that the reward for hard work is more work. I want to quickly say that you left Birmingham out of the visit of
our candidate. Because Birmingham is a central position that Coventry, Wolverhampton, Dudley, Warsaw could come around. So please, if next time there is an issue like this, please consider us from Birmingham. Thank you.
That is very well noted. Unfortunately, he's not going to respond to that, but we're going to trash that outside of this circle. It's very well noted. Thank you. Any other questions so that we can add it to this August own?
Okay. I would like to commend this team. So far, I've not seen a combination this good coming out for a governorship election in Nigeria anywhere. And I will say personally, I'm here to clap for you for stepping up. Because it's very easy to sit in the corner and point fingers at the politicians and people there that stepped up. But you have to step up to make a change. And if you cannot step up, do well to support those that have stepped up. And I'm putting their resources and their time. So I'll start by saying one part about Edo State. I was born in Edo State, then Bendel State. I grew up there. One part of Edo State today that bothers me is security. So I'd like to know what your plans, specific plans or strategies to tackle the security problem in Edo State are. Because we are in a situation where I have family there. I have intentions of going home. Even my family members that haven't seen me in a long time are advising me not to come because it's not safe. And it's terrible. So we want to know what your strategic plans regarding security in Edo State are so that we know if there's something we can do to key in.
Thank you very much. His Excellency will take these three questions. We have one on I'll come back to okay. All right. Go ahead.
Good evening all. I'm from Delta State, but I was born and raised in Benin. Grew up in GRA, studied in OLA, went to UDSS. So Edo State, Benin City is in my blood. My colleague or comrade here has talked about security, and I think one other area I think we need to talk about is energy, electricity. So we're all here today. We're not wondering about the light or anything. You know, it's normal. I work in the electricity industry in the UK, and what we go through every day just to ensure that every UK home is powered is unbelievable. And I always say to my sister, who is a doctor in UBTH, I always say to her, if two things are solved in Nigeria, security and electricity, everything is going to work.
So what's your question?
So my question is this: what is your vision on ensuring energy supply in Edo State?
Basically, we have 4 questions here. Energy supply. Will you come?
Thank you. I'm very grateful for all the questions. Extremely grateful. Firstly, I will deal with those who have commended us, didn't ask questions. I thank you for your very kind words. My brother here who asked my chairman about itinerary next time, making sure that we go through Birmingham. We will do our best, but I'm not sure there will be a next time for this particular election. So that will now be when we visit as governor and deputy governor. You can be sure that we will be engaging regularly with our diaspora community, so that we will always seek the opportunity to come over here and meet with our people in those locations where we have a good crowd or a good gathering of Edo people. So I promise you that. So to my brother who has the first question, who doesn't want to be a psychopath? Me, I'm not a psychopath. I can't stand psychopathy. And a lot of people tend to do that a lot in politics. So I agree with you. But not mean say you not go clap for us. No. You go still clap for us. You go still clap for us more. At least, like my brother said, to come out alone, self. To come out, bros. As they say in Benin, what did my eyes see? Man, nothing talker. So that one said, just hear me, just thank you, bros. So the first question you asked had to do with local government autonomy. And you spoke to an issue that is very dear to me. I'm very glad that the Supreme Court has passed the judgment. So at least now there is force of law to stop irresponsible governors who have been pocketing their local government. It's not just taking their money. They have decimated that level of government, the closest government to the people. We are for people, Papa, Mama, Peking. So anything that concerns people, we are interested. I want the local government system to function optimally. Because like you said, here in America, as an American man, who is his mayor is more important to him than who is president. Because that is the level of government that is immediately impactful. So we will do everything to make sure that autonomy is not just on paper. It's not just on paper. I'm not going to appoint sole administrator, sack everybody and appoint somebody to run this like an appendage of government house. No. That level of that tier of government must function optimally. But like I said yesterday, to whom much is given, much is expected. If you want to be chairman of Ovia Southwest, you better sit down in Igwebazua, not in GRA in Benin. If you want to be chairman of Igwebe local government, now there you go there. If we see you for Benin, we'll drive you. You have no business because you must go and take care of the people that you have chosen to lead. If local government is functioning, the state government will have less to do. We will partner with the local governments. There are areas that we must work together. Primary education, primary school education, we must work with them. We must work with them closely because that's the foundation of human capital development. So, don't worry yourself about that one. I operate a principle. I am not, it takes nothing out of me if I am a light. You know, one candle light another one. You don't release your light now. I am not afraid of my shadow. I am not worried about any local government chairman. Say, well, if you want to do governor, make yourself try. It's no problem. We will work closely with the local government. You also asked if I will decamp. I am not a political harlot. Some of us still have integrity. Right? Those of us, those who are members of the Labour Party know how much I have put into making the party strong and viable. Because it is a platform that we want to use to ensure that we change our state and our country. So you can be certain that I will not be jumping from party to party. It's about ideology. I have told you what I believe in, people. Papa, Mama, Peking, people oriented. That's what I find in the Labour Party. So I have no intention. People say to me, just tell them. You know, people say, promise them, tell them anything. Because now you find something. I don't do tell them anything. Better we just talk now as it be. So that tomorrow you're not going to say, but you said, I'm not going to any other party, I'm here. Right? Bruce mentioned security. Critical. Challenge that every subnational faces is that they call the governor chief security officer, but he is not chief of any security. However, your reality is your reality. So you have to manage it. Right? So the first thing is that what is the current security architecture? Nigerian Police Force, unitary command system, and that cascades down to the states. We don't have state police yet. So we must work with that, what we have. Each state government must ensure that they contribute to equipping the police and the state SSS that man our own territory. Alex Oti, as soon as he arrived in Abia, he bought cars for them, equipment, motorcycles. They need these things. They are securing your space. DSS, they need technology. Most of the kidnappers, just once they use their phone, they don't know where they are because of the technology that we have. But if you know, as a state government, you say you earn 16 billion every month, you will bring small. Look, we tell you still do. Not be we get security, they say government get security vote. What is they call it? Not be security vote. You go take small from that security vote, give the people when they do security, so that the state can be secure. Now, that is my own. First and foremost, we must work with what we have. To the extent that the law allows us to create our own local security force, we will do that. Particularly for the agricultural sector, we intend to raise our own force to secure our farmlands so that the farmers can go to the farms. It is for the sake of food security that we must do that. Then, having said that, there are certain things you do that may not be directly related to security, but have the intended consequence of ensuring that your territory is more secure. When you tar roads, when you provide infrastructure, you're fighting insecurity. Not be who slow down to take pothole, to navigate pothole, and kidnapper fee go collect for road. If I dey blow for express, how many kidnapper want to carry me? But when you have to grind to almost a halt, because you are going home, you are going to your house in Aduawa, and you grind to a halt to navigate that big pothole when you swallow one Sienna, right? You are a sitting duck. You are a target. If you put street lights in Okoro, right, you have eliminated miscreants who are just taking advantage of darkness to perpetrate I want to, because not be crime. I just, waka pass like they be ordinarily. But as darkness day, Colombia just turn one guy for Johnson. Like, our airport Johnson that time. Worry me and you group. Just turn one guy for Johnson. Say that your canvas, pull your canvas. But if like the airport Junction, that tiny guy not go show. He will be very mindful of what he does. Willie Obiano, just by providing street lights in Oka, the record showed that crime dropped because of that. So infrastructure does a lot to deal with insecurity. So we definitely are going to do all we can. Brings me to the issue of power. So I've been an electricity lawyer since 1999. So the privatization of the power sector, all of that, I have participated. So it has given me an insight into the electricity market. So luckily, we are fortunate. The constitution in Nigeria has now been amended. Unlike the situation with security, where we have to be dependent on what the federal government does, now the states can participate directly in the electricity value chain. Generation, distribution, transmission, generation, transmission, and distribution. States can do their own parallel with federal government. So your Genco, Disco, Transco, all states, in fact, starting from the regulatory framework. So most states have now passed their own electricity law. So where you have NERC, the National Electricity Regulatory Commission in Abuja, you are going to have CERC in the states. So the whole regulatory framework will be created, and then we'll go and look for investors. I mentioned that Orion has the largest gas deposit in the whole of Nigeria. And as you will know, the energy of the fuel of choice for electricity generation is gas. So it's right there. Meanwhile, Orion has not had light for 10 years. And they're sitting on the largest gas deposits in the country. So I intend to work with investors to bring power. If not that one we borrow money for, that's money well spent to keep the lights on. Because that will, we don't even need to start. What that will do for the economy, the woman will get salon, the barber shop, pepper grinder, welder, power. That's why Alex Oti, as soon as he got to Abia, that power project in Aba has been on for 15, 17, almost 20 years. If you know Professor Bath Naji, that project is his baby. I've worked on it too. But successive governments in Abia State refused to facilitate the project. They didn't see the value. He saw the value instantly to what it would do to the people or for the people, their businesses. So we will definitely light up Edo State. There are many development agencies around the world whose raison d'etre, whose own objective is just to light up Africa. In fact, there's one called Light Up Africa, which we will actually work with to bring light. Whatever energy source, whatever fuel, if it's the water, if we can, the Ojira Midam in Akoko Edo, if we can turn that into whatever, solar. I have my doubts about solar, and I just don't think it's sustainable. We're driving here today. My cousin said, see windmill, maybe we can look into that, but at least for starters, it's a long lead time to get your turbines. Go to GE or go to anybody or get the turbines. We need to go and start booking down for turbines so that we can, and then begin to develop the gas. About 3 years. 1 megawatt is $1 million. It says 1 megawatt is $1 million. I've been in this thing for a long time. It's not going to be cheap. However, it is non-negotiable. It's money that we must devote to our people. So, once we do that, there's going to be a short, medium, and long-term approach. I cannot bring light overnight. So, what are we going to do short-term? With the existing architecture, working with, some communities need new transformers, so on and so forth. We go around so that we can even say, they are guaranteed 8 to 10 hours a day. And then incrementally, we now grow until we get to that point, which is Edo electricity working, and our people have 24/7. Aba is 24/7 now. I heard that they moved to 9 local governments in Abia State. I am told. I have to go back and check. So that is the destination for us. And that is the transformative value that we have on the economy, on the lives of the people, is non-negotiable. Look, listen, my dear brother, both of us, we have left our comfort zone. I'm not going back. I have resigned. I took early retirement from my own. It's a firm I have been working in since I was 24 years old. That is what I have done all my professional life. When I said to my brother who is my partner, and my partners, I said, listen, somebody has to go. Somebody has to go. So this is what we are going to be doing. You are not going to see us, there's the show business of government. You're not going to see that. It is so much work to be done. We have said that we have 3 government house annexes in Edo State. One in Ekpoma, one in Auchi, one in Igwabazua. You will find government moving from zone to zone, working there, working with the local government authorities, so that we are going to bring development to the people. To the people. I was president of the bar, Nigerian Bar Association. We did our best to do the same thing, get the people to believe again in their association. We'll get the people to believe again in their state. And then I'm not going to go there. We are not going to go there as soon as we get in there, start working on second term. When you make the grass green, the sheep will come to pasture. They will come to pasture. If we work and the people don't believe that we deserve a second term, so be it. We will work as if that term is the only term that we have. And we will leave it to the people. Pipe-borne water, they have pipe-borne water in Benin since in the 30s. Why can we not have it now? You mentioned big sister in UBTH. Healthcare. I'm the child of a doctor. The situation is critical. Forgive the pun. It is critical. And healthcare we must bring to our people. So you find EOSAN, they're coming all the way to Ubo because for minor, relatively minor conditions that easily can be sorted out at that level. You bring it to a tertiary institution. You clog the place up so that the individual who actually needs tertiary care cannot even get there because somebody is occupying bed space that they don't need to be occupying. So for me, I have many doctor friends. We're working, we're talking, and how best. I have said 192 primary healthcare centers across the state. The doctors have put me to the task. I said, how are you going to get doctors? So we're working on it. We're discussing it. Is it NYSC? Are we going to talk to NYSC? Are we going to get people to come and do CSR? And we are going to. There must be a solution. I don't accept excuses. There must be doctors who can handle the 192 primary healthcare centers. So, I think I have dealt with all of the questions that I was asked. I just want to say thank you again. I'm sorry we took so long. You have prayed that when we win, we'll come back. So, the Lord will answer our prayers in Jesus' name and give us the opportunity. But in the intervening period, kindly do the needful. Talk to our people. Let us make it loud. Make it loud. Abi? Well, I say thank you very much.
Yeah, my name is Gloria Osaikato, popularly known as Classic Gloria, big name. Sorry, sir. Although I followed you very well, and when this man interviewed you, Iranomigo, I watched it. Even what you did yesterday, I watched the video. I just want to say this last one. Everything you've said you're going to do, by God's grace, you're going to emerge the governor of Edo State. Everything you said you're going to do, should we hold you by your words if you did not do it?
The truth of the matter, sister, is that this country, you see, our country, not be the woman when they run state security for America, I resigned the other day for America because somebody shoot Trump. They say somebody shoot Trump for ear. So, she had to resign because there is still accountability. Accountability, the truth of the matter we say, you just have to look for the individual. Some of us are still different. But what has happened in our country? Politics has been monetized. Poverty has been weaponized. The average politician does not believe he's accountable to the voter because he does spend money. I pay now, so it can concern me. That's the average politician. The promise I will give you is that I have promised myself and my God that I will do everything that I have said I will do. I will work hard 24/7 to deliver. I've spent money on politics, but that money gone. I have no intention to go into government house to go and steal or recoup. Absolutely not. And you can hold me to my word. The Igbo people call it ekweme. You can hold me to my word. Now, the truth of the matter is that when you hold me to my word, what do you want really do? Let me talk and see. What do you want to do me? You guys now today there's a drag. But the truth is that I am telling you as your brother, right? If I not fit perform, I go come on there. No, it's the accountability we're talking about. So I will work hard. But if I can't deliver, if you didn't, they didn't. If I can't deliver, because the truth of the matter, that's what I'm saying, we must build a system, we must rebuild the system of accountability. You see that woman, the grillant for Congress, she had to resign. We must get to the point where our public officers, if they mess up, they step down. We must also get to the point where once a politician messes up, we go to the polls. We remove the person. Remove him. Don't collect 2,000. Don't collect 5,000. Look at this government that we're talking about now, 8 years. They have the effrontery to come back to the people and say, vote for me. He go do one. What does he want to do? When he never fit do. Say he go, you say he go, he don't finish 8 years, he carry a guy come say, hey, he go do one. Meanwhile, the guy when you bring has been your chief economic advisor for 8 years. What do you want to do? Monkey the bone dog. You know they happen. Our people must say no. You don't do this since you not feed one. You not go feed one. Your proxy self not go feed one. Maybe we try another person. When that person, when you dey try, no say they sack one person for you to enter. How be you? I don't know. He go arrange himself. We must rebuild that system of accountability. That is how you can hold your politicians to their word. You say you go do it. No need for long stories. See with your report card. Go to the post, remove them. Even the ones where they House of Reps and Senate, you can recall them. Recall them if they're not fit. But our people have lost the ability to even. It's amazing. But you have my guarantee. Me, I will keep my word. By the grace of God. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. You see, when I was sat there just now, I listened to Olu again. Most of this I don't hear Ramon. But I listened to him again just now, like, say, I don't know this man. I never heard him talk before. And I was watching everybody's faces. We could see, we could follow him and understand that this man knows what they talk about. And this is very important. And I must testify to this. Where I came to fully respect him. I interviewed at Makomiza of APC. I had a private meeting with Aswe Udalo before I declared officially for Akpata. I actually had a private meeting. In fact, I had a private meeting with 3 of them. I told Aswe Udalo point blank in that meeting. I said, sir, my problem with you, not to say you not go school or you not sabi talk programs. My problem with you now, trust issue. Why is it trust issue? You have been the head of economic team of this government. You were part of the team under Oshomole. Now, I'm going to be listening. If you don't know this one, it's very important. You were the chairman of Sterling Bank. You are a friend of Governor Obaseki. Because he asked me, say, why the time to Governor Obaseki? So you are a friend of Governor Obaseki. Because of you, Obaseki made Sterling Bank the official bank of Edo State. One of the listeners. Now, inside this matter, Obaseki came to government with yourself, met a debt profile of 79 billion. Now we are owing nearly 600 billion. And inside that Sterling Bank, now they pass. Now they follow the matter. So now Obaseki cannot bring you come and say, now you want to make it succeed down. Now it can't be like saying, no other person exists again. You can't carry the man we sit there with him as SSG, the de facto deputy governor of Edo State for the last 80 years. Put him under you. Now the question is, what do you not try to hide? Some of us are interested in if Obaseki did well. Okay? Let us have a chance of another government to enter, to open the books. If Aswa enter, nobody's going to open the books. Nobody's going to know what has actually happened in the last 8 years. So this is why, in fact, it is most dangerous to consider that Aswa should be the next governor of Edo State. If we actually want the best for Edo State. Somebody told me, he said, oh, Obaseki this, he should be Aswa because of Obaseki, in his opinion, Obaseki has done well. And I told him, I said, if you believe that, just tell Obaseki to give us the names of the next governors of Edo State for the next 100 years. Since he has done well and he has the right to bring us well, let him name the next person after us well, the next person after that, and the next person after that. Like he said, we need a government that will be accountable to the people. And one, when we go see who, I think talk just now, say, now so you talk how you do one. Many of you, some of you may know me. Now me be the host of the comedy show. And if you know me, you go know say me, before Bakari became governor the second term, I worked my ass out to elect the governor of Edo State. Okay? But I can talk about Obaseki as I do now, very critical thing, because he made promises with this man, he not fulfill. And I hold on to account to those promises because I not work for Obaseki because I was interested in anything. I not put the one naira. I just wanted the best for Edo State. Very soon in this country I go retire. I get 16 years of work history for Spain. When I go retire, I go collect my pension for that side, I collect for here. But I want to retire and go back to a safe Edo State. Go retire, go my farm, go relax for there. And I believe right now, the only man we get on the ground, when they go start to be guaranteed us that safe Edo State, that work in Edo State. Now these guys will be here, so. But I'm gonna clap for them. Bros, I want me to clap for them. Who's your guy? Please, do we still have any question? I just want to just go one more round so that we just round off. Anybody get any question? Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sirs. Just to mention in 1 minute that in response to your question as well, my name is Moses, a Nigerian lawyer living in Manchester now. I can say categorically that Olumide will perform. He performed credibly well when he was the NBA chairman. And under him as NBA chairman, all the things that he promised, NBA president rather, sorry, chairman is the state, branch level. NBA president, under him as the NBA president, all that he promised that he was going to do, he did all that. He did that. He took care of our welfare. In fact, you could remember his name as an NBA president. All right. Before him, you could hardly remember who was the NBA president. But under him, even till today, we still wish that he was the one still the president. So I'm just here to encourage us to support him, talk to our people. All that he's saying now that he's going to do, we believe that he will do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for this affirmation. This is very important. You know, one of the reasons why I respect Akpata more, when I talk to these other candidates, I don't want to talk about him. I just know this one. They are insulting us with that guy. When I talk to them, everything you ask them to do, they will say yes, 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 yes. They didn't say no to anything. But when I had a meeting with Akpata the first time, virtual meeting, there were things the man said, comrade, I'm not going to commit to this one. No. Another the government, this one when I talk so, I'm not sure, but we will look at. I respected him for that. He mentioned Alesoti. We did live. The whole world was watching. He referred to Alesoti. Now I can tell and say, Alesoti don't cancel pension for ex-governors. Would you do that in Edo State? He said, I clap for Alesoti. I respect Alesoti, but I'm not sure say I could do what Alesoti do. We were going to look the matter critically. And he gave a response that was more convincing than what Alesoti did do. And I thought that, man, this man knows what he's doing. He's prepared for this job. Are you guys what I'm saying now? So anybody that can tell you this when you talk so, and also say I go fit do one more. Somebody yesterday asked me, man, will you give us back Edo line? That's what I said, man, that Edo line matter now. You know one make government come to do business. So. Go fit just say, we go bring back Edo line. But they're going to work around everything that's going to possibly bring back the Edo line. But the government will not be involved in doing business. Because government has failed woefully in the past in doing business. So there's going to be this private partnership. I guess I speak that English. And that was very convincing. You get what I mean? But I tell you, now these other guys, they will say, yeah, oh, that man, we will bring Edo line, give them 1,000 buses, we will do this, we will do that, we will do that. Even when they are sure that they're not going to do those things. Do you get what I'm saying now? So you will feel see. So the reason why I'm saying this is that we have not just to talk or hear, we have a commitment. Whatever we are doing, it's not in interest. Well, it's not wholly in the interest of these two men sitting here. Now our interests, our enlightened self-interest. Because if those things is good, like our brother and our brother still here, we will confidently go back home and settle. We're not with the fear. You understand? So I appeal to us like they have done. We need to, from this minute, they talk to our brothers, our friends, our sisters, everybody to know, say, man, they don't break. You understand what I'm saying now? If we don't do that, we can't get it done. Some of us are already doing it. We need more of us to do it. It actually starts from all of us who get social media. Our GP, our pages, our this. Most of them put Akpata everywhere, they stamp everywhere. Like people know that you are following Akpata, they know that man, a new dawn has come. Through you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 persons, you understand what I'm saying now? If we join the train, we know this election is not too long again, but we can change the tide as quickly as possible. Man talk to man understand. Just gonna call. We are end up this program. I remember not go. Once we finish, we will take picture with our guys there. Dr. Oro Ataloku for okay. Vote of thanks. I don't say surprise you, but now you the thing fit. Well done, sir. Thank you. So I'm gonna clap for this man. Oh, this now one of the matters are here in there. Now somebody where we need to know. You know. Classic Gloria, you go do picture during the matter. Oh. Okay. we were so close. Bros, God will bless you. Please, when the matches are here, if you need anything, information, every other thing, bros, they close, we go provide them in a part of the matter.
Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of our incoming governor, Olumide Akpata, and also our incoming deputy, San Asama, I just want to thank everyone present here for taking out your precious time to be here. You could be in so many places. Indeed, I have heard of some people who didn't make it here today because they wanted to be paid by this team to be here to leave their jobs. So I know it's one serious sacrifice in one way or the other for everyone to be here. As far as I'm concerned, you are standing before candidates that sell themselves even before they start talking. You know, there's so many references, there's so much proof, to encourage people that they will be in safe hands with this team out here. I just want to wish you all safe journey back to your respective homes. It's my prayer that we will all remain in good health so that we would be, we will all witness with our eyes Barrister Olumide Akpata and also Barrister Asama San as well being sworn in, to the State House in Benin as incoming governor and deputy governor. So I just want to thank you all especially. Let's keep praying for them. We know it's about 50-something odd days. We know say as the time they near, the other people go they manifest in one way or the other. But God will cover these two for us. So thank you all, and safe journey back to your respective homes.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Please, Lord K, please, for those who may be interested, please, I'd like us to equally reach. Where will they come from? Where will we reach Lord K? Lord K was very instrumental to helping put this together. And he don't create one WhatsApp group, okay? Because as soon as, our incoming don't come out, go other places, we're going to seriously activate at our own level. So if you don't want...
And don't who's your guy? Olumide Akpata. See us we dey like the sunrise. And don't people, I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my time forever. Time to you, my people. Even if the road be rough, I know mine. Cause together we shall stand.
My people, make we all come out on election day and vote Olumide Osaigbavo Akpata, una guy as governor of Edo State. He ready to change our story and bring better life for we and our pikin them. Vote Labour Party, the party for Papa, Mama and Pikin. Make we vote well, oh. Oludi, confirm. Now you be our guy. Labour Party. Yes.